come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Senators Baisley, Bridges, Buckner, Coleman, Cutter, Danielson, Exum, Fields, Gardner, Janal,
Excused.
Gonzalez, Hanson, Hinrichsen, Jaquez Lewis, Kirkmeyer, Kolker, Liston, Lundeen,
Excused.
Marchman, Moreno, Mullica,
Absent.
Pelton B, Pelton R, Priola,
Excused.
Rich, Roberts, Rodriguez, Simpson, Smallwood, Sullivan, Van Winkle, Will, Winter, Zenzinger, Mullica. Mr. President.
Here. The morning roll call is 32 present, 0 absent, 3 excused. We have a quorum. Senator Bridges, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the journal, Senator Zenzinger.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the Senate Journal of Thursday, January 12th be approved as corrected by the Secretary.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, no? No! The ayes clearly have it, and that motion is adopted. Senate Services.
January 13, 2023, correctly printed Senate Bill 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, and 49. Senate Joint Resolution 2, correctly revised Senate Joint Resolution 2.
Announcements. Members, before we jump into announcements, you probably noticed this new, beautiful pin, thanks to the amazing design work of our very own Jema. Give her a round of applause for her work on this. It's very helpful to have a talented designer on Senate staff, but thank you so much for your work. It's beautiful. Senator Gardner.
Mr. President.
Senator Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. President and colleagues. I'm joined here with my colleague from Carrizo Springs and Denver to let you know and invite you to a very important session. There are a series of trainings for new legislators and returning legislators. All, including staff, are welcome to attend. The first training is an orientation to the judicial branch. We are going to hear a lot of legislation and proposed constitutional amendments concerning the judicial branch this year. And particularly for members of the Judiciary Committee, I want to encourage you to attend this training. It's going to be Wednesday, this Wednesday, January 18th, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. in the old State Library, formerly known as the Bullpen. Justice Gabriel from the Colorado Supreme Court will be there to discuss the legislative and judicial branches' interaction, how the judicial branch works, which is very different from the way we work. And so please, 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 if you can make the time, particularly Judiciary Committee members, 8 a.m. Wednesday morning.
Senator Gonzalez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, I do just want to echo the comments and invitation from my colleague from Devine and Colorado Springs by stating that, over the interim, we did, take some really deep look into issues around judicial discipline, and we will be grappling with some of those issues over the course of our legislative session. And also, for many of you who have interests in the courts, and how the courts can be welcoming and efficient for all participants, for certainly attorneys, and for participants, witnesses, victims, defendants, and the like. And so please join us that Wednesday, the 18th at 8 a.m. in 271 in the Old State Library. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Zinzinger.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, just a reminder that today the Joint Budget Committee will be having a joint meeting with the Education Committees, a joint meeting to do the SMART Act hearing. So again, please bring your staff budget briefing summary book. It's the book with the green stripe. Thank you, Mr. Assistant Minority Leader, for standing in for the Minority Leader who is absent today and cannot provide the demonstration. And we will be meeting in the Old State Library at 3:45. Be there or be square.
Senator Winter.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have two announcements. The first is that Joint Senate Transportation, Energy, and House Energy. So the energy side of what we do is meeting today at 1:30 in the Old Supreme Court. We will hear from the Office of the State Auditor, the Department of Public Health and the Environment, the Colorado Energy Office, the Colorado Department of Natural Resources and COGC, Public Utilities Commission, and CDPHE. So it's going to be a fun meeting. I look forward to seeing you there. Now, my other announcement, on your desk, you have your wireless charging, but I want you all to raise your right hand and now press on your button. Press on it, and it comes up. So, for example, my phone, I drop a lot and need a very thick case. So the remote charging did not work, and I did not know I had other options for how to plug it in. So just teaching you how to use your desks in our new renovated desks. I did not know it raised up, and I hope you all do now.
Senator Jaquez Lewis.
Thank you, Mr. President. I wanted to announce the joint SMART hearing for Senate Local Government and Housing and the House Local Government and Housing is Tuesday at an unusual time, 3 p.m. at the Old State Library. So everything that we do for housing and local government, Tuesday, 3 o'clock. Thank you.
Senator Buckner.
Thank you.
And Zinzinger.
Yes, thank you. This afternoon at 1:30, the Joint Education Committee will convene in the Old State Library. That's at 1:30.
And the JBC component will start at 3:45. So we are both correct.
Yes, we are unified.
Senators Pelton and Roberts.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, we have 1 week until the junior livestock sale at the National Western Stock Show. I got some more money this morning.
From our side.
From our side, we need to bring some more money in and keep helping out these kids. So these will go to great efforts with these children and how awesome and how much work they put towards these animals. So.
Yes, and thank you, Mr. President Pro Tem. This isn't a Democrat-Republican issue. This is truly a nonpartisan issue. Let's just raise a lot of money in this chamber to beat the House.
Yes.
So we can really buy some good animals from our kids.
Senator Roberts.
Thank you, Mr. President. I echo my colleagues here. Oh, thank you, the good senator from Arvada. We have now, on our side of the aisle, we've received donations from 6 senators. I know there's a lot of us, but in the House, thank you, Senator. Look, we're doing it right here at the podium. It's not just cash, though. If you want to write a check, I can tell you who to write out the check to. But this is an incredible event, very important, and these kids really are appreciative of the support that we're able to provide from the legislature. We're on track to blow out the record amount that was raised last year, which is really exciting, so let's keep it going.
Thank you.
Senator Sullivan.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to let you know that today is the 547th Friday since my son Alex was murdered in the Aurora Theater massacre. I don't know if you saw my granddaughter here with me on opening day, but I brought her here with a great amount of pride and also sadness, because looking in her blue eyes, I can see my son Alex, and I know that my granddaughter will never get to know the greatest uncle that she would ever have met. So thank you.
Thank you, Senator Sullivan. Senator Gardner.
Thank you, Mr. President. I know this will sadden all of you, but I need to be excused Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week on business. That's the 18th, 19th, and 20th. I conferred with the President, the Majority Leader. They expressed their bitter disappointment, but nevertheless, we're willing to grant this excusal. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Coker.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask for a moment of personal privilege.
Moment of personal privilege granted.
Thank you. I just wanted to let our friends know that are new to this chamber that when we put things on our desks that are important to us, really make sure you understand, the rest of the chamber. Because I found this in my desk, and I saw that it was replaced with something green. And I just want you to know that friends don't let friends drive red tractors or red combines. That is all. Thank you.
This already happened in the House, didn't it?
Senator Fields, Exum, and Buckner.
Good morning, Mr. President and colleagues. First of all, I want to thank the good senator from El Paso County for his prayer this morning in mentioning Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. And that's why we're here in front of you today. We want to encourage you and invite you to participate in the annual Parade celebration that kicks off at City Park in Denver at 9:30 is when we lay the wreath. And then after that, we start to walk down Colfax. And then we end up here at the state capitol. And then there's more speeches and celebrations at Civic Center Park, not too far on the west side here. So we just want you to participate in that. If you don't know what the word parade means, basically it is a consolidation of parade and parade. So we are marching, but we're also doing it in the sense of a parade because we all know that Martin Luther King stood for love and nonviolence, and that's what the march is all about. It's remembering his dream and his legacy and his heritage. Thank you.
Any other announcements? Mr. Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Colleagues, in a second here, I will move to adjourn for the weekend, but we will be going over to the House immediately upon adjournment for the Martin Luther King Day Jr. resolution, as well as the State of the Judiciary address by the Chief Justice at 11 a.m. As a reminder, we will have Monday off in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and we will convene at 10 a.m. on that Tuesday. Lastly, colleagues, if you would like any of the opening day flower arrangements, please feel free to take those, as this weekend they won't get much attention, so please feel free to take those with you. And with that, colleagues, Mr. President, I move to adjourn. I move that the Senate stand in adjournment until 10 a.m. on Tuesday, January 17th.
You've heard the motion. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it, and the Senate will stand in adjournment until 10 a.m. Tuesday, January 17th, 2023.